Hi, this is Kathy with Inking It Up with Kathy, and I've gotten several requests on how to make this card, the little corner pop-up card, which gives you a whole cute little Christmas scene. And so I am going to show you how to make this today. I'm going to cut two of the windows using the Hearth and Home framelits. You're going to have two pieces of window sheet cut to 3 inches by 2 inches. You're going to have a piece of the Into the Woods dotted paper at 2 by 3 inches and a piece of Whisper White cut at 2 by 3 inches. And you're going to stamp that with the trees from the Happy Scenes right here. This one is stamped in Garden Green. My other sample was in Mossy Meadow. And then I took Soft Sky, and you can either sponge or use an aqua painter and color there. Then what you'll want to do on that is very quickly color in where there's a little bit of snow on the trees, and then along the base of the trees, and use some dazzling details, or I'm sorry, dazzling diamonds, and give yourself a frosty snow effect. You'll need to cut the bottom window piece out from the Hearth and Home as well, and then I used the Oh What Fun stamp set and did the No Peeking. On my other sample I used the Merry Wishes. You'll want 2 1/2 inch by 4 inch strips of white, a 5/8 inch strip of white, and this is actually started out 4 inches long, and again I used Oh What Fun and I stamped with Ho Ho Ho. Then I'll take the little banner punch, and what I'm going to do is slide this in here. I'll do it this direction. Pull that through so I can get a banner end here. I've shown you in another video how to do this. Get rid of that. Slide this one in. And there, and so now you have Ho 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 with banner ends. You're going to need 2 of the Into the Woods wood grain pieces cut to 4 by 4, and 1 of the green dots as well, 4 by 4. And from the Home for Christmas, you will want 1 piece of the candy stripe at 4 by 4, and then a Whisper White piece cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And again, I used the Oh What Fun stamp set and stamped the Happy Christmas. Finally, you'll want your pieces from the Home for Christmas Designer Series paper, and you will want 2 trees, 2 Santa Clauses, 1 of the stacks of gifts, 1 of the gold gifts, and 1 of the little boxed brown gifts. And now I will show you how to make the actual card. So you'll take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and you're going to cut it to 8.5 by 8.5. Now I want to thank my fellow demonstrator and friend Debbie Henderson for the template for making this card. So now you have an 8.5 by 8.5 square. I'm going to go 4 1/4 and score across. You're going to turn it 90 degrees. You're going to go to 4 1/4 again and score. And then you're going to come down and cut to that inside corner here, okay? So then what you'll do is place that at the bottom, and this one we need to do an angled score line. So let me get my Simply Scored with the diagonal plate, and we'll do that real quickly. So when using your diagonal plate, remember to check the back and make sure your arrow is up at the top of your plate. Let me get that in the camera. There you go. So we're actually wanting it to be, remember, in this top right corner. So we're going to take this top right corner and put it into the corner there. And we are going to score right to the center, just like that. So what you have is 8.5 by 8.5, scored, scored, scored up here, and cut here. So if you fold this down this way, and you fold this one this way, and fold that, this is going to swing in like this, and you will glue those together once you assemble the whole card. I don't recommend you doing it till you assemble the whole card. And then when you put this wall on, you're only going to put it up in this top triangle here, not down here, and that will fold in like this, and your card will be like this. So let's start assembling. So the first thing we want to assemble is the base. And we'll put that there. Now remember and check when you're doing this that everything is going where you want it to go. So I know that one's going to go there. Just like that. Okay. So I know that I want one of the wood grains to be on the outside here. Now make sure you're figuring it out correctly, because otherwise it will be turned sideways. So this will go on here like this. Okay. This one will go inside here, like this. And this one will go up here, like this. You'll take and put one of each of the white strips down at the bottom, because everybody has molding at the bottom of their walls. And so that's what these are. Just like that. Okay, so let's start assembling our windows. So your one window is going to have looking outside with the window sheet and the frame. The one looking inside is going to have a Santa Claus, a tree, the wallpaper, the window sheet, and the frame. Okay, so we'll start with this one. And what I did was I took and attached the window sheet directly to the window. And then I used some dimensionals to give it the depth. And then just like that. Do it this way. And placed it on like that. Put some adhesive on the back here. And that goes on the inside of the card. Like that. Then we'll take this one. Now what I did was first go ahead and put the window sheet on your frame. Just like that. And then I took and put, because Santa Claus is going to stand forward a little bit. So I put some adhesive here and lined him up how I wanted him in the window. And then I took my scissors and trimmed the extra Santa Claus away. I figured out where this was going to go, and then I set my tree on the back here. Trimming away all this excess. And again, I used dimensionals on the back. We'll put one on the back of his head. And then placed him in the window. And that gives it the dimension as well. And then that will go on the front of the card here, like this. So again, I'll put the adhesive on. Place that down. Take the no peeking base of the windowsill, I guess, and place that here. And now, the one thing you want to pay attention to is your Santa versus your tree. If your Santa Claus is on the left, you want to make sure that your inside Santa Claus is on the left as well. So I'll take and attach my tree over to the right side here. And then I will put the gifts below the tree with some dimensionals. And you can put these however you want. And then we'll go ahead and put some dimensionals on Santa Claus. And place him here inside the house. And place the ho-ho on to dimensionals. And place that in the window, up in on the wall. And then our final thing is to put some adhesive here. I like to put a lot on that one. And set your card in. And then finally I took one of the wooden snowflakes and an iced rhinestone and placed it here. And then I took some dazzling details and put it along the base of the windowsill. Like this. And filled it up in the corner a little bit. And did so along the window here as well, just to give it the idea that it's sitting on there. And I just left that to dry.